New details tonight about a Miami-Dade sheriff's deputy and allegations of a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old. Federal documents are saying the deputy recorded the two having intercourse and even threatened to kill her.
NBC6's Jamie Garola is live outside of Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office headquarters in Doral with more on those accusations. Jamie?
The sheriff says she is very disturbed by the arrest of one of her deputies. The feds laying out in specific detail an alarming and concerning sexually charged relationship that was toxic, allegedly, between a teenager and a 51-year-old deputy. This is Deputy Carly Bloom on the job with Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. She's been with the agency 29 years. Tonight, she's in a Georgia jail facing hefty federal charges for her alleged relationship with a 17-year-old girl.
I'm very disturbed by the arrest of one of our deputies. Ultimately, we will always cooperate in law enforcement investigations.
According to federal documents obtained by NBC6, somebody tipped off the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office about Bloom's alleged relationship with the girl because of her declining mental health. The tipster, described as Witness 1, showed law enforcement a device that allegedly had several videos depicting Deputy Bloom engaged in sex acts with the victim when she was under 18 years old. It's unclear how the two met, but the feds say Bloom traveled from Miami to Georgia to have sex with the teen. Investigators also uncovered Instagram messages that were sexual or romantic in nature. There was also a message from Bloom that referred to the purchase of a car for the victim. The complaint says registration records confirmed the purchase. Also, allegedly on Instagram, this string of threatening messages written by Bloom when the victim tried to end their relationship. Bloom allegedly wrote, "We are never done. Leave me and see what happens. I will effing drive my favorite knife through your throat and twist it and watch you slowly." All right, now
we got to back. Hold on, look, back that up. So we are never done. Leave me and see what happens. I will effing drive my favorite knife through your throat and twist it and watch you slowly. I swear on my grandparents, slowly die, make you suffer like you make me. You didn't even fight to keep me. I would never stop fighting to keep you. That's some craziness. Let's keep going.
Allegedly wrote, "We are never done. Leave me and see what happens. I will effing drive my favorite knife through your throat and twist it and watch you slowly." All right, now the deputy was arrested yesterday and is now in a Georgia jail. Coming up new at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you how this whole situation impacted the victim's mental health.
So let's go over one more video.
Well, looking at that indictment we just got in this morning, the investigators seem to have uncovered months of communication between the 51-year-old female deputy and this then 17-year-old girl. We are told that those videos include the deputy performing sex acts on the then minor. The sheriff here at Miami-Dade saying she is disturbed by all of it. After several years of serving in Miami-Dade law enforcement, this deputy, Carly Miranda Blum, is now relieved of her duty and in federal custody, charged with receipt and production of child sex abuse material involving a 17-year-old. In the indictment of the 51-year-old woman, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida says Blum traveled to Atlanta, Georgia to meet up with the teen last year. Investigators say they found videos on the teen's iPad of Blum performing sex acts on the minor, uploaded in October of 2024. They also connected Blum to an Instagram account with a long message history with the teenage victim, where they exchanged sexual pictures and videos through June and July of this year. The Miami-Dade sheriff says they've helped in this investigation, confirming Blum was on duty and working on the day she received some of those messages. On the minor's iPad, turned over by a, quote, witness who shares the device with the young girl, federal investigators say they found an album documenting threatening messages allegedly sent by Blum when the teen tried to end their relationship. The witness coming forward now over concerns about the teen's mental health. Their tip prompted a long search of Blum's house and homestead this week, and now she is in custody. The Miami-Dade County Sheriff says these allegations are not only criminal, but, quote, a betrayal of the badge, the public trust, and the oath we swear to uphold.
Start CPR if he's out.
She says they stand in direct opposition to everything we represent as law enforcement officers and as human beings. And if convicted on these charges, Deputy Blum could face a maximum of 50 years in federal prison. Live in
50, she's already 51. So you know what that means? She'll die in prison. Now, I am happy that they're taking this seriously, because to me, any law enforcement officer who commits any kind of heinous crime against children, especially against young adults, or just in general, abusing the badge, needs to be sentenced way harder than a civilian. Why? Because they were in a position where they were supposed to be the shining example, the people we come to when we need them most. And then we got a 51-year-old who's over here sexting a 17-year-old. 51. And then when she tries to stop it, you get crazy talking about, I'm going to drive my favorite knife into your throat. Wow. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information and see if we missed anything. So, as we know, not much. So, in July 2025, 51-year-old Clara and 29-year veteran of the Miami-Dade Sheriff Office was arrested on federal charges for sexual exploitation of a 17-year-old girl. According to the federal complaint, the relationship took a violent turn when the victim attempted to end it. She allegedly sent messaging stating, "I will drive my favorite knife into your throat." Federal investigators found videos of the victims on the victim's iPad showing Blum engaging in sexual acts with the minor and violently choking her. Blum's faces charges of production and getting of child sex abuse material. So production, so mandatory of a minimum 15 years, maximum 30 years. And then you got a mandatory minimum of 5 years and a maximum of 20 years. Following her arrest, the sheriff ordered Blum to be relieved of duty and initially terminated termination proceedings. Blum was initially held in Georgia jail as investigators involved traveled to Atlanta. These are the people we need out of the police department. These are the people we need to. You gotta make an example out of this kind of stuff. You have to. They have to. It's a crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a tragic situation when the people who we look up to protect us, are doing some of the craziest stuff in the dead of night without anybody knowing. And if the victim wouldn't have tried to leave, it would have just kept going on. I would like to know how they met. Why did a 17-year-old get into a relationship with the 51-year-old? It might have been something over money. How they said that she was buying a car for the 17-year-old, paid for it and all. It's a crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said.